to another episode here on the 77th Combine. I'm Diesel. How you doing? I've been working a little bit at the base, fixing a couple things, figuring some stuff out, and spending hours and hours and hours redesigning things. But yeah, we're definitely going to work on the base here. We're definitely going to be doing some redstone stuff this episode. So, well, hopefully there'll be no more deaths. Now, I say no more deaths because, yeah, I'm at 30. I've died twice. It turns out I ran out of redstone trying to do what I was going to show you up here upstairs. How did I miss that? I ran out of redstone, so I had to go mining. So I went mining, got a little bit of redstone, and yeah, it's dangerous down below where it's not lit up. So yeah, I died, and then I actually got blown up, and didn't die from the blow up. And then I hit the ground too hard, and then I went to go get my stuff back, and then a diamond-clad warrior with my sword killed me. But I got all my stuff back. I seem to be missing my shovel, although I think I was missing my shovel beforehand, so it might be in box here somewhere. But yeah, we'll find out. Anyway, so what I've been working on. So as I said, we're gonna work on this. In fact, this here is gonna come down. I think I'm gonna build it over there, or actually, more specifically, over there. That way, it's not interfering with any of these underground areas, and they can just, spawn and do stuff, and no light comes down and all that other stuff. But yeah, right. For what I was working on for the last many hours here is this thing. Ta-da! So this is going to be the first place that the and again, it's going to be coming from over there. So it's going to hit here. There's going to be a filter here, which we'll work on in a bit, which is going to separate the stackable versus the non-stackable stuff. And it's going to hit here. And then what this thing does is, with the new chiseled bookcase and the new the brewing stand, we can actually use this to filter out books and any sort of potion related thing here. So we have 3 chests, 1, 2, 3. So things are going to go up here, and I'll show you. Well, I can show you back here too. So basically, it's a little complicated. The basic idea is pretty simple. Basically, items that can be pushed into these things from droppers get put in there, and the hopper underneath here is locked for a brief second, and if it can't put it in there, it then gets pulled out. If it can get put in here, it gets put in here, and then obviously gets pulled out and then put into here. And then this whole mess back here is all these hoppers, and or rather droppers and stuff, basically is to collect the items, spit it all back up, and then repeat the process. Again, if you guys want a tutorial on how I did this, just let me know. But yeah, just leave in the comments there that you want to know this. Again, the basic idea does exist out there. It's a little different because we're in Bedrock, and obviously my own unique situation, like the fact that these are waterlogged, is just because of the iron golem spawning platform there. It does take up a little bit of space here, but not a ton. I mean, it's literally 2 blocks worth here, so it doesn't really affect how things get killed there all that much. The thing I'm actually more worried about is these 2 blocks, or rather this block here, because in theory a villager could link to that, but yeah. Yeah, but as you see, things still spawn. So yeah, that's in place. I did put in the loop that's here right now. I did raise up the temporary. There we go. I did bring up the temporary thing a little bit, just so that way I can, start collecting things again. But we'll work on this episode and get all this figured out. But yeah, the first thing I'm gonna need to do here is, well, build this outer ring here. So I'm gonna have to set up the items filter for outside here first. So I'm gonna do that. And then when I come back, and it's just a standard item filter, you know, I use target blocks instead of the obsidian piston design because, well, I have the wheat, so I don't matter. I don't care too much. Yeah, see, more stuff just coming through. But yeah, so let me work on that here, and then I will be right back. Hopefully I'll be at more levels. As you see, I'm already at 33. I gain levels pretty fast with this thing here. But yeah, let me build that, and then I will be right back. When did you... I just traded with you. Okay, I'll have to figure out what happened there. Yeah, so some time has... Okay, some time has passed. I honestly didn't see him until I started recording. Okay, so some time has passed, and got all the filtering done in place. Now, I do have some patchwork stuff in place at the moment, just because, well, I have more stuff I need to do. So, yeah, so right now I have this sort of hole. That was not what I was trying to... Gosh darn it. Okay, let's try this again. So I have this temporary thing in place here. There we go. So this temporary thing. So right now, basically, if it doesn't get picked up, well, that was bamboo. So obviously that got picked up. But yeah, if something else doesn't get picked up, it just gets cycled through here and then goes through our little filter and everything else. But as you see, for everyone else, we got these see, there we go. See, normal, just a bow that doesn't have anything, just ends up over here, goes to the system. There's a lot of do stuff going on down there. See, boop 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 boop, there's the stuff, gets spat out and then just gets collected into our stuff over there. But for this, we have, again, this is just temporary. This thing here, I need to do that next, which is the proper filtration system and separation of stackable and non-stackable things here. But at the moment, they all end up in here. And then, of course, we have just a standard impulse, you know, non-overflow sort of thing here. Now, a couple of interesting things. So the position of this is actually not completely random. So if you look straight down, you'll notice that if I look over there, the downside of the lower areas is actually covered by the ice here. So basically what that means is there's a couple of spots in here that eventually will get filled in, but basically that means this whole area down here is actually dark. So you usually see here, and well, at the moment, half of all these. I didn't have enough hoppers to fill everything in, plus not everything's actually being used, but yeah, in theory, this whole area here, hello squid, this whole area here is all going to be covered, which means this whole area down here is technically darkened. So no light in theory is going to get down here, and well, that means spawning is going to be a lot easier. And that's another reason why, as you see how light over here it is, because, well, yeah, that's definitely ruining my spawn rates a bit here. So I'm going to make sure that this is all the way over there, out of this downward area, and that way we can make sure things are working here. So down here, we still have things moving down. Hi there, little buddy. We got tons of levels. As you see, I'm already up to level 63. That's with me enchanting a whole bunch of items for all those filtration systems in place. And yeah, so I got all that. So next up here is going to be to clean all of this stuff up, and then set up the actual non-stackable filter, which will be right floating up here in the sky a little bit. Basically, if it can't be stacked, it gets put into one water stream, which will be spit into the inner ring, and if it can't be stacked, it'll go into the outer ring here to be filtered. And then also I'll denote probably one of these. I think it's coming in here. Yeah, it's coming in here. So I'll probably link some of these over here as overflow chests. You know, just in case I get some stuff that, you know, can't be, isn't in the filter system. You know, just in case. So we're good there. So let me go do that. And we'll continue on. We still have a couple other things that we need to do here. We need to get the, you know, soul sand over there, and we need to fill this whole area here in, and, you know, we probably should get to that witch farm as well, so that way this whole area is nice and effective, and I can start getting all those nice witchy drops, and everything else. So yeah, let me go work on the system here to get everything in place, so I can clean this up, make it look all sorts of nicer, and I will be right back. Okay, that's all done. But as you see, I also now have solved this little fella here. I think the reason they got murdified into a zombie is maybe there's a spawnable spot there somehow that they were able to reach through and get him. But yeah, he's all better. So we're all good there. So next up, oh right, wrong way. So I did the filtering system. Oh, and as you see, I'm at 93 levels. Okay, so the filtering system here, as you see, is now all in place. I switched out the gates for these little scaffolding section. They work exactly the same way. They have no hit boxes, so all the items just, you know, flow right through, and I don't have to worry about accidentally closing them or doing anything along those lines. So that's good. All these have our wonderful, whoops. All these have, oop, nope, oop, no, but there we go. All these have our wonderful items, plus, you know, of course, subscribe to Days Alerts if you haven't already. Filtering objects to make sure that doesn't work, and I also redid, gosh, golly, gee, Willikers. There we go. Okay, I redid this. So this is now all in place. So it's now going over here, and I put in this little filter. So what this does, also, as you see, you know, the whole point was that this is now here, and I have stuff. So, yay. But yeah, so the way this works is it's a non-stackable filter here. Get up here. Nope. I can parkour, I swear. Okay, so we got a non-stackable filter here, so that detects if anything that's coming into this, you know, track here is, you know, full. As you see, if something goes through, it only is a 1. If it's a full-size non-stackable item, it obviously will go 3, and then unlock that hopper and suck it up. So they end up either in this one for the stackable item, or for the stackable items, or that one there for the non-stackable items, and then non-stackables go into there and then get filtered out, and then of course, as you see, those get pushed in, and, you know, there's the iron getting sucked up, for instance, and they just go around and around, and for some reason, I mean, it should never happen. In theory, it should never happen, but it comes all the way back here and can go around. Right now I have it set, this one right here doesn't actually have any items, so in theory this one here just, you know, is an overflow chest. So anything that's not stackable, or sorry, that is stackable, but for some reason I don't have it, so if anything changes or anything along those lines, I will start collecting them there. So for instance, if I die, all my objects fall in there, as long as I don't have any of the you know, subscribe stuff. Ooh, what happened here? Why is there stuff in here? That's not good. That's not good too. That's not good too. I'm not entirely sure what happened here, but I'm gonna have to fix that. Apparently I died at one point in there. Or threw stuff in there, or I'm not entirely sure. So, yeah, as you see over here... And I missed. So as you see in here, we have tons of stuff. So like, for instance, if you look at my gunpowder, I'm already on the second row. If you look at all this other stuff, you know, melons, we're almost full. Bamboo, we're on our second row. Sugarcane, we're still on our first one. For items, we do have a bunch of potions here that have all shown up. No books yet. Books are still empty. Yeah, we have some items that I kind of need to figure out what's... I mean, as you see, we have diamond. I think we have 2. I thought I saw 2 at one point in here. Maybe I just saw the 1. Okay, so I just have the 1. I have a diamond helmet in here, so that's always fun. But as you see, I have lots of storage here, so we shouldn't run out of non-stackable items here for quite a while indeed. And of course, if we get any raids or stuff, you know, we have that stuff there as well. And then we have some expansion left here, so these are all still full spots. Some of these I've doubled up, so maybe I'll undouble them up. Like the gold, I might double up. But I mean, some of these I'm never expecting to get a ton of. Like, I'm not expecting a ton. I mean, these are all drops from, you know, I have almost, you know, a full stack of block copper here just from drops. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, so the next thing I'm going to do here is quickly fill in all this top area here with scaffolding and other stuff, just to you know, fill it in. And then I think after that we're gonna work on that guy. We're gonna get the witch farm up and running, and then I think this area is gonna be done. Yeah, so like all those people would just be whoop, pushed down, collected, killed, all that sort of stuff. Right now they just have to wander around and such. So yeah, let's fill this stuff in here, and then I can build a little platform and work on that next. So let me do that, and I'll see you here in just a second. And with that, this whole area is now a active working mob farm, which is always nice. So at nighttime, all the stuff, well, as you see, so animals spawn, they get pushed, and then they go into the collection chamber down there. So I have it spaced out here again, sort of similar as before, so the 2 and the 1. I did experiment a little bit here with 1 and 1. I'm not sure exactly which one works better, but as you see, it's, you know, it's working. I saw some chicken over there in a bit. Okay, so next up. Oh yeah, and I also extended... Come in, water, faster, move. So over here, I added it so the water level goes straight across. So anyone that gets, you know, spawn up here, gets pushed, and it's a, you know, line over there. I might extend it a little bit more, but yeah, you get the idea. It gets pushed down there, and they get stuff. Okay, so next up is the witch hut. Now, most of the times you build these, well, you build them as a self-contained little thing, but obviously we want the witches to fall down. We want to get their stuff there, so that way I don't have to worry about collecting their drops or anything else. They just, you know, they get collected. Now, the downside with this is that, well, yeah, they're not going to spawn. I mean, I can make it somewhat dark. You know, I can reduce it down here a little bit, but because it's not going to be completely enclosed, they're not going to spawn all the time, which is, you know, fine. We don't need a constant stream of witches here. We're going to get, you know, a fair amount of witch, you know, drops and everything else here. But this should supply a nice, pretty steady, you know, supply of witches here. So every time I go around, I'll be within range, they'll spawn, they'll fall, they'll get killed, and, you know, repeat. So first off is I need to Well, I need to clean this whole area out a little bit here, because, well, unlike our Java brethren here, witch huts work a little bit differently in Java. So in Java, it's just an area here where they spawn. Now, I want to say witches spawn right here in the middle of the room, but what I think I need to do, in fact, I'm gonna, just so I can mark that as such. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this out. I'm going to fill this whole area here with glass panes, and then I'm going to see where the witch is actually spawning. So hopefully that'll tell me where I think it's, I want to say it's 2 blocks away from the crafting table, right in the middle of this, 3x3, well, 4x3 room. I don't remember exactly, so I'm gonna check. Let me chop all this down. As I said, I'll get up the little chesting thing here, and well, we'll be right back as soon as we catch ourselves a witch. Okay, so I've been here for quite a long time, and nothing. Oh dear. Oh, here. So as you see, when I come down here, I get. There we go. See, I get mobs spawning, but nothing seems to spawn here. So you see that guy spawned over there, so I'm definitely within range, but for some reason they don't spawn. Now luckily I've been told that in fact I was correct, and this spot right here is indeed the spot that they're gonna start working at. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait until it is daytime, and then we're gonna work on making a little area here for the mobs, for the witches to start spawning and be part of our wonderful little mob farm. And now we have this all nice and clear. Of course it's raining, but what are you gonna do? Okay, so we know that they spawn here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is remove that spot and just put a top slab there. So witches are gonna spawn on this, and we want to block it in a little bit here. So in theory, nope, not that one. Okay, so in theory, what we need to do is push them off. Nope, wrong direction. We need to push them off in that direction. Okay, so we do that, and if we place a block, now you can use glass. Campfires also tend to work, so we're just gonna put that out. So they're gonna spawn there and then immediately get pushed off. And let me just do this and do that. Okay, so in theory, this really should be it. So I just need to clear out all of this wood here, and at that point, the witch farm should be up and running. Now again, most of the witch farm designs that you're gonna find are really based on, the trident killer being inside. This might give no. Oh, I lost all the wood. Most of the things that you're gonna find are gonna be based on being dark and lots of spawns. But again, this is a little bit more calm setup. So. In theory, that should be all we really need. So as long as it's dark enough, witches should be able to spawn there, and should just pop right out and then go into our killing system. So here, let's just test this theory out here. Let's hop in here. Boop. Okay, and well, we'll see. I need to be between like 22 blocks away. So this over here is what? This is Do 2381 by 36. Okay, 2381. Let's not fall into your own death trap. There we go. Okay, 2381. So 2381 plus 44 should be 25, right? You still have some sheep like that are still not smart enough to walk into the water stream and then get pushed up. And unfortunately, I lose those spawns. And again, that's the reason why I was experimenting with the one-offs. Yeah, see, I don't get that wool there. They just go in. So I might make it one-off, because as long as there's water, they're going to be pushed in. I just want to do a little bit more experimenting to see if, you know, the spawn rates for that sort of stuff is about right. Okay, so 25, right? So about here. So anytime we're over here, we should be out of range. So here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a couple of laps on the minecart and see how it goes, and then I'll be right back with the results. Okay, so I made some adjustments to my design because I was going round and around and nothing was spawning. And I tried to figure it all out. I asked some of the realm mates here, and apparently the issue is, see, there's the redstone from the witches. So apparently the issue is that they spawn on the northwest. Basically, they were spawning on that side, where it was blocked off, so they couldn't actually spawn there. So I instead just, I made it even simpler. It's literally just a top slab, empty space, the fire, the campfire unlit, and then just a bottom slab to make the top unspawnable. Plus, since it's a slab, this is technically a surface spawn. So that also helps. So yeah, now that that's working, well, I'm getting tons of stuff. So I've been here for a little bit. I was at 58 redstone, and yep, now I'm at 61. So yeah, I got three witches there. See, witches just pop out of there when I'm right at the right distance. So yeah, this is now producing a steady stream of witches, so I'll get a steady stream of those, and that's gonna help with nope, there we go, with potions and whatnot. So we're good there. Okay, so I think we're pretty much where we need to be. And also okay, I'll wait for you to go away first. Okay, there, it's gone. I don't want to get blown up. So I did modify the killing chamber down here as well a little bit. It seems to be working fairly well. It still catches, as you see, one of these guys every so often, but so I have enchantment tables there. But the nice thing is, see, they just took some damage. Yep, some more damage. So basically, because they're so high up, sometimes they get bumped up onto the magma, and then they get killed. Now, obviously, that might still need to be changed, because once we get the gold farm in, we'll be getting baby zombified piglins. There we go. And obviously, they can't die from that. So I still might need to figure out. Something a little bit more permanent. But for right now, this works fairly well. As I said, before there was a whole bunch down here. Now as you see, there's just the one, because over time you slowly get pushed up, you slowly die, and then obviously whatever they're holding goes into the system, and yeah, I do it. See, hi witch. See, the witch just gets in there and gets pushed around, and the problem is the witches also use the healing potion, so really they have to be pushed, and then the tridents kill them, and well, there goes all their wonderful stuff, gunpowder and redstone and all that sort of stuff. And of course, because I'm holding the trident, that gets enhanced, so yay there. But I think we're done with the mob farm bit of this. So all these parts are now in place. You know, we have things. Again, I still might want to switch this up a little bit, just because they don't want to seem to walk into the water streams. And at least if there's a 2, they'll be pushed along. But yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end it here, with Mob Farm now fully working. Wonderful, good. And of course, that's gonna do it for this episode here on the 77th Combine. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hopefully all these mobs being, you know, spawned isn't frightening, and said maybe gives you some ideas about some simple, easy to do farms for your own little base. If you've liked this episode, be sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button, of course, if you want to be notified when I release these episodes. That's always appreciated. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And yeah, that's where we're gonna leave it. And this is Teasel signing off from the 77th Combine. I'll see you next time. Bye.